As a parent of an athlete, how can you help your child to balance athletics with academics? Linda Langen, the Center Director of Sylvan Learning Center and an educational advocate for families in our community, joins us now with some valuable tips. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you for having me.
You yourself are a parent of athletes.
Yes.
How did you do it?
It's a team effort. Basically, everyone has to be work as a team at home, and work as a team with the school. And I have some tips today that can help.
What's the most challenging thing for parents? I know that many of them call you and ask you how to
juggle
do
everything, to balance it.
How
do you balance the homework? How do you balance the practices that the athlete has? The tests, the quizzes? How do you balance everything together?
All right, so let's get to the tips, because I know everybody wants to know.
Okay.
You say every student really needs a plan.
A plan, absolutely, a plan. Every family needs a plan. The plan includes everybody that is part of the plan. So if it's mom, dad, the athlete, brother, sister, whoever's involved needs to be part of the plan.
So I'm envisioning somebody at the table with a big, huge calendar.
You can make it as pretty as you want, as big, small, whatever suits the family.
And so what do we need to do? What do we need to put on this calendar?
You have to put, we're talking about the athlete's schedule in school, all their different practices, all their games, whatever they have involved with that. Also appointments for the athlete, and appointments that the parents have, appointments that the other siblings have.
And then what else do you need to put on there other than that? You need to put tests, quizzes.
That's for the planner.
Okay.
That the athlete has their own planner, and usually the school gives them a planner.
But we need a planner at school and a planner at home.
There's a planner that the athlete is in charge of, and then there's a calendar that an adult in the team, the family, is in charge of.
So the athlete has to have skin in the game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So they have to participate. So they need to tell me or the parent as to, well, I need to be...
And you have to really get that out of them and say, hey, what time is practice? Is it still 8:30, or what's going on? Do I pick you up at 8:30? And they might say, ooh, that's right, it's at 9 o'clock. So it gives them a chance to let you know, because they forget. They're running, and you have to understand they're still children.
That's true. All right. So the child needs a calendar and the parent as well. Mm-hmm. All right. And the second thing is create the plan on a family calendar. But what we've just been talking about.
So everyone gets together, and everything is put on. Now, at the beginning of the school year and throughout the school year, there are going to be activities, fundraisers, pasta dinners, everything. That needs to go on there. And the adult who's in charge of the calendar in the family, they need to be sure to ask the athlete to get the information, because sometimes it's hard, especially with a teenager.
All right, so when the athlete comes home after practice, do they really need to get right into their homework?
It depends on the schedule. It depends when the practice is. If the practice is after school, then the homework and studying will be done later. Practice sometimes is later, early evening, so the homework needs to get done after school.
All right, and the third thing you say, communication. You got to really talk to each other.
Especially when there's an emergency. Because say their practice has changed, or all of a sudden the doctor's appointment has changed, or something has changed, there needs to be the adult that the athlete, the student, contacts. It might be mom, dad, grandma, whoever it is, that will readjust everything.
So you really need to talk to your athlete every day, in the morning and the evening, because in the morning you need to remind them, okay, what's happening today, and at night you got to ask them, okay, what's going on tomorrow.
And I know it might sound like a lot, but it flows after a while, and it just becomes a way of life.
Exactly. All right, we want to give a special shout out to Sportsworks for bringing us this and all of our Parents of Athletes topics every week. Linda, thanks. I know you've helped a lot of parents out there, including myself.
Thank you.